Hi everyone! It has been exactly 5 years to this day since I did my last flip through video of my planner. I can't believe I waited 5 years without doing a flip through video. So I decided I should film a video today. It is going to be a bit longer because there's, 5 years worth of information that I have to share with you guys and reviews and what I've found along the way. So this will be broken down into 2 parts. So this first part that you're watching right now will be about the Traveler's Notebook collection that I've amassed over the years, as well as a follow-up review about the Coleto pens that I had talked about in my last video. If you would like to watch my last video, I'll put a link down in the description below as well so that you can check that out. So let's get started. This is the original Chic Sparrow Crème Brulee in Black Beauty that I got and was talking about in that first video that I had made 5 years ago. So this would have been October of 2015 now. The cover itself doesn't show that it has any scratches or anything, which is quite impressive considering I carry this thing in my purse and I've used this one the most out of all of the notebooks that I have. I did have to replace the elastic because the one that it came with had broken down over the years. And then I do notice that at the top it seems a bit fuzzy here, which is normal. Like I said, I've been using this one for on and off for 5 years, so it's normal that it would be starting to show some signs of wear. But overall, I still love this notebook and I still use it regularly. If you would like to purchase a Chic Sparrow, I do have an updated discount code for anyone who has their first purchase. You can get 10% off, so I'll leave that link in the description below as well. Of note, I think on their website I couldn't find the Black Beauty color anymore in the Crème Brulee leather, so I don't know if that's just out of stock or if it's no longer available. Keep in mind that some of these leathers are limited edition leathers, so not everything shown here will be available because some of these, like I said, it was I got this one 5 years ago, so yeah. Next, the notebook that I got was the Foxyfix Wanderlust in the Butterscotch color, and this I got approximately November 2015. So this is the same size. I forgot to mention this is the Field Notes size, or pocket size they also call it, or Chic Sparrow also advertises theirs as an A6 size. I don't have any A6 notebooks, so I can't comment on how those fit in here, but I use them for my Field Notes size notebooks mostly. So yes, this Wanderlust leather, I was not as fond of this one as I was of the Crème Brulee. I don't know if it's just because it's lacking that textile feeling that the Crème Brulee has. But this one, and as well, the initialing was just, they have a lot of custom options on Foxyfix that you can get now for embossing and things like that, but back then they just had the simple initials that you could do. So this one with my name on it just spoke a lot more to me, and so I think I was drawn a lot more to this one than I was to this one here. It was still a good notebook. I have still been using it, and I do still enjoy this color. I just don't know if I enjoy it as much as this one here. This one also is a bit, the Crème Brulee is a bit more of a floppier leather, I would say. So I could compare that here. Yeah, the Crème Brulee is definitely a bit more floppy. The next one that I got is this Field Notes cover from Pop-Off Leather. So Pop-Off Leather is a company based in Canada, which I really liked. I got this from their grab bag sale back in March of 2016. So I don't know if they have this color available on the website. I don't even know what color this is, but they do have really high quality leathers. and I do like the fact that they're Canada-based. So this one I use less often just because it doesn't have elastics, and usually I do like to carry 3 field notes books with me. So this one is just for when I go out traveling. I'll bring this with me if I just wanted to have like 1 field notes book plus maybe some cards. But otherwise this stays at home, which is too bad because it is a really nice feeling leather. Like, it's so smooth. I think they call this the Horween leather. If you'd like to go check them out, I do have a referral code for 20% off as well for this one here. So I'll leave that link down in the description box below. This is the next one that I got. This is the Speckled Fawn Rustic Kodiak Field Notes cover, and this one has a 2-inch spine. So this, I don't know if they have this available anymore. I looked on their website and couldn't find it, but they have this rustic looking pocket here, and elastics for a lot of notebooks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elastics, and a reinforced spine as well. So this one I wanted to house all of my previous inserts. Again, this was like back in 2016, so I only had a year's worth of inserts at that point in time when I purchased this. I've realized now that it's like impossible to keep all of my field notes inserts stored in notebooks, because like I'd have to get like 5 or 6 of these to store what I currently have. But at the time, it was a nice purchase. I don't know if I would purchase this leather again, just because I don't really like the unfinished edge here. It is rustic. It does what the name suggests that it is. Just personally not a huge fan of the rustic look, but at the time, it was a good purchase for me. You can see as well that the elastic is a lot looser to accommodate for. I think at one point in time I had 10 field notes notebooks in here and it fit just fine. So if you are looking for an option to store lots of field notes notebooks in the same place, definitely check out Speckled Fawns. The next notebook that I got was this Foxyfix Autumn Rose. This was a limited edition. So Foxyfix calls their field note size the number 2 size. And this was a limited edition printed version. So it has a pen loop here where you can fit a pen. Let me see if I can get that in for you guys. I don't use this pen loop a lot because I find it a bit fiddly and a bit tight around the pens, but you can use it like that, or you can put it on the spine, like so. I mostly keep this here for decoration. This one I had put in some adhesive pockets. The limited edition ones that they do with this printing only ever come with 2 elastics, I've found. So you'd have to use a jump band to hold more than 2 notebooks. I quite like this cover. I like that it's a bit different. It's printed. They also did a limited edition, I think 2 years ago, and it was called Enchanted Floral, and I didn't have a chance to pick that one up. So if you know anyone who's selling an Enchanted Floral in the number 2 size, I would love to grab it from them. I do like the leather. It came with like a strange smell when it first came in, I think just because of the paints, but now that's worn off, and it's a great notebook. I like to use it for, if I'm in the mood for some more colorful covers. So after that, the one that I got was this Chic Sparrow. This is the Mockingbird leather, and this is in the Nightingale color. So this one I got back in March 2019. I believe this one is still available on their site if you'd be interested in purchasing this. I personally am not a big fan of this leather because it does pucker up here and here. Other than that, it's been pretty good. I did try loosening up the elastics a bit just to see how that would help with the buckling, but it really didn't, so that's too bad. I still do use this notebook occasionally, maybe like twice a year, just because it is still a nice color. I do like that, and it has great character, like this wrinkle mark that came with it, and it has some speckles, and you can kind of see the wear on this one a bit better. You can see some scratch marks there. But yeah, just the buckling is what really bothers me the most, I think. This one I got more recently. This one was from December 2019, and this is also from Chic Sparrow. This is a Hemmingway Leather, and it's in the Madrid color. I don't know if this one is still available. They're Hemingway Leathers. They do change out their colors quite consistently, but the Hemingway is just the, it's the same as the Austin Leather, but they've distressed the edges a bit, and I really like the look of that. This one's actually going to be my cover for October, because it matches one of the kits that I got. But I love the distressing and just the way it seems to glow. What else can I tell you about this leather? It does take distressing, like you can see the scratch marks a bit easier. Like this is my newest notebook of my Chic Sparrow ones, and I haven't used it as often as the other ones, but you can see that it's definitely showing some scratches, which I don't mind as much, and you definitely can't rub this out, as opposed to if you scratched up the Mockingbird leather, you could try to rub those scratches out. This one you can't really, but this is still one of my favorites. Like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So the next notebooks that I've gotten are these four here, and these are from a company that's newer to me. These are from Falcon Travelers. So I got four of them because they were having a sale. I noticed right off the bat that their engraving option is different. So this one kind of looks like they've hand tooled it, like they've carved it in. So you can see kind of like that original kind of darker color of the leather, whereas the other notebooks that I've had, these ones have been, oh, that one looks like it's been hand tooled as well, but some of them have been embossed in, like this one originally was embossed. So that's a difference in these notebooks that I've noticed. And I noticed that the inscription is also a lot larger than the ones that Chic Sparrow does. So another thing that I noticed as well is that their closure loop is a lot tighter. You can see that, like, I'm struggling to get this over here, whereas the Chic Sparrow ones are quite easy. That's an easy fix though. So because this loop was so short, I am going to have to use some of my own elastic and just redo that, but I just wanted to show you guys what that looked like when it does come. It is a bit shorter and a bit tighter. The other thing that I noticed was that this is a bit smaller than my other notebooks. So like just comparing it to this one, for example, this Crème Brulee from Chic Sparrow, you can see that it's a bit shorter in terms of height, and then it is a bit narrower as well. So I was kind of concerned that it might not fit my notebooks. And I think if you're the type who uses 4 notebooks, and this was the field note size that they had listed on their website, so I didn't buy the wrong size. But if you're the type who uses 4 notebooks, this might be too small. I tried it with 3 notebooks. Let's just see if we can fit 4 in there. So you can see there's not much of an edge around the notebooks here. She does offer like an expanded version as well that you would have to pay more for, so that would have like additional spacing around the edges. So the next time I purchase from Falcon Travelers, I'll probably need to do that to make sure my inserts fit nicely. But if you have 4 inserts, yeah, that's really tight. So like putting in a pen there, it's a bit too tight for my liking. Like I have these tiny tabs here and even that's peeking out a bit. So I would definitely only ever use this with 3 notebooks. I think 3 notebooks would be fine, yeah. Whereas if you put the notebooks in one of Chic Sparrow's covers, so that's what the Chic Sparrow would look like with 4 inserts. So not really any overhang there. So for 4 notebooks, I would definitely recommend, if you're going with Falcon Travelers, to buy that upgraded option that allows you to expand the size a bit, because I feel like 4 notebooks would just be a bit tight for me. So the colors that I got, I kept all of the cards just so that I could refer to the color. This one is the 22 light blue. This one is the 29 red. This one here is the 25 Cali green. And this one here is the 26 purple. Another thing to note is that I placed this order back in June of 2020, and I just got the order in Canada end of September 2020. So they do take quite a bit of time, but they are custom made. She has so many different coloring options and hand tooled options and pocket configurations. So if you're into custom, like she has Harry Potter ones, I might get one of those in the future. But yeah, you can see that the quality of these leathers is really good. I did want to mention as well that some of the leather colors, they feel different. So just comparing this purple one to this green one, you can see that the purple one's actually shiny, whereas the green one is a matte color. And just feeling them, this one feels almost like harder compared to the purple one. And I'm not sure, because they're supposed to be the same like original leather, so I'm not sure if the process of dyeing it is different. I did get all of the samples of the leathers, and the leather sample did feel like this as well. I just wasn't expecting the actual notebook to feel much different, but just for reference, if you do get the leather samples, they do feel like this when they come. So that is Falcon Travelers. I did want to share as well that the Falcon Travelers notebooks came in this pouch here. They also came with this cord that they have usually tied to the middle of the notebook with some charms dangling from it. So I usually don't like things hanging out of my planners. So I took that cord, and what I did was I cut some slits in the pouch. Like, so this was originally one piece, and I cut it here and I cut it here so that I could thread this cord around there to create this drawstring. And then I tied a knot here, And then I kept the charms attached that they came with. So they came with all these pretty charms here, as well as the name embossed in here. So that when I have all of my notebooks stored up, I can easily see what color they are. And I did that for all of my pouches. So that's just an idea. If you are like me and you don't like things dangling out of your planners, don't throw the charms away because they are great. And the owner clearly put a lot of hard work into this. I was at first considering not getting, like just asking her not to include the charms, but like getting them now, I am glad that I did because I feel like this is a great idea and it'll definitely help me keep me organized. So that's all of the Traveler's Notebook covers that I have. If you have any questions about any of them, or if you'd like to see me do like a more detailed comparison, please let me know. All of the websites, like these companies are just like fantastic in terms of like the websites are very descriptive in like pocket configurations and sizes. I think the only thing that threw me out of the loop is the Falcon Travelers, like I said, was a bit smaller than I had anticipated, but otherwise, great customer service for all of these companies. It just depends on, where did this go? Oh, this is for the green one. It just depends on what types of styles you're looking for. If you're looking for more of a custom notebook and don't mind waiting, Falcon Travelers is definitely the way to go. These ones are like, even though they're like, I picked the leather and the color and the size and that's the pocket configuration. Even though I picked those, there are so many other options. Like I could have had like an ombre effect, like different colors on my notebook. I could have had like different stitching on here. I just chose to keep it simple just for my first order. So if you're looking for a custom notebook built specifically to your needs, Falcon Travelers is definitely the way to go. Foxyfix, I don't know if it's because of COVID, but they seem to be closed right now. They don't have, like, everything on their site is sold out. And Chic Sparrow, again, great company. I have a lot of reliable notebooks from them that I love. Pop-Off Leather, definitely check out if you're in the market for just a simple cover for your Field Notes notebooks. I can show you how this fits in here. So, like that. So this one would be for more, you know, if you were just having an everyday carry, that was just one notebook. And Speckled Fawn, if you're interested in having large notebooks. She does do other notebook sizes as well. I believe you'd have to check the site for more information, but that is my summary and review of all the Traveler's Notebook covers that I have. So next, let's talk about the Collateral Pens that I reviewed last time. So I put a tablecloth on so that the glare from the table wouldn't be as distracting, but I just wanted to do a follow-up about the, this one is the Coleto Hi-Tec C 1000. And this is the 400, which I believe has been discontinued. And this is a limited edition Snoopy one that I got. This was back in 2018 or 2016. Let me check. That was back in March of 2018. So just a note about the lids. So this one here, the 1000, which is currently on their website, breaks really easily. I've had 2 of them break just from me dropping them. And they are still functional, like you can still put that back, but every time I like drop this or accidentally bump it, it comes off. So this one specifically is the Coleto 1000, and it's the one with the push tab here. So this one currently houses like the eraser refill. I just have it at home to hold extra refills if I have any extra ones. I don't bring this out anymore. The one that I still use, this 400, is, I think, discontinued because it's no longer on their website. Let's see. This one was the one with the snap closure. That was a bit harder to open, but I've dropped this so many times and it's still holding up quite well. So I think it's just the 1000 that has that problem of the cap breaking off. The limited edition ones seem to have the kind of a similar snap closure to the Coleto 400. So this one, for example, it doesn't have that same little ledge here that you push off. It has this ridged area that you can just do that and open. This one too I have dropped many times and it has fared quite well. So I would recommend, if you're in the market for a Collateral pen, to get, because this one's no longer available, I think the 500 and their limited edition ones now have this type of a cap. And I would recommend against the 1000, just because this one is so much more prone to breaking off. I still use these every day. They come with me to work. I like the fact that they have like a red, like I can refill these quite easily. So you can just take, if you haven't seen a Coleto before, you can just take these out and put the color that you like, as well as the size of the refill that you like. So they come in like 0.5, 0.7, I think 0.3 as well. And they come in all sorts of different colors, as well as a pencil and an eraser. I just wanted to share as well, on the Tokyo Pen Shop website, which is where I purchase my refills and the pens from, there is a list of all the different types of pen refills that you can fit into a Coleto. So the brands are kind of interchangeable. There's like a little hack that they recommend depending on what refill you use for which pen. So these are all of the ones on their website that I purchased that are compatible with the Hi-Tec C Coleto, and these are the prices that they charged for those refills at the time that I purchased them. So this was 2 years ago. Some of these might have changed by now. So the ones that I actually like to use are the Uni-Style Fit Gel. I do like the 0.38. You can't tell the difference really between a 0.38 and a 0.4, but I just like that a bit better than like the 0.5s or the 0.7s. That's why most of mine are 0.4 or 0.5. Tend to like a bit finer writing. And those are the most competitively priced ones that I liked to write with. So I had tried writing with the Cerari. Those were okay. I found the Jetstream to be almost like a bit too wet in writing. So that's why I went with the Uni-Style Fit Gel, just because they write a bit smoother and they are a more competitive price point than the original Coleto refills. So let me grab a refill and show you how that would fit. So here I have the Uni-Style Fit refills. They look like this when they come out of the box. So if you uncap this, you'll see that it has a covering for the tip and then this piece here. So then if you wanted to put it into this one, for example, let's look at the red pen. You'll see that this tip here is a bit longer than, like if I take this off, they can come off very easily. You can see that without being snipped, they're a bit too long. So what I just do is I take some scissors and I just trim right where that line is. And this isn't the ink line either. That's just like the color of the case the ink comes in. So if you just snip right there, you can put this topper on here, like so, and put it in the pen. Because if you don't snip it off, then it will be too tall and then it will actually stick out the end here and not close properly. So there's a quick tip. I'll put a link to the chart that Tokyo Pen Shop has on their website on which refills are compatible with which pens, just in case you're interested. And that is a wrap for this video. Be sure to stay tuned in. I'll be posting up a video of my inserts that I've been using, as well as a flip through of my current planner setup in a bit. So make sure you subscribe and get the bells for notifications, and thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.